welcome to the sideboard one last time here at the StarCityGames.com Modern Open in Charlotte, part of the SCG Tour, brought to you by Twitch and Ultimate Guard. Nick Miller alongside our now Open champion, Will Pulliam. Congratulations, Will.
Thank you, Nick.
You've made a name for yourself this year with a handful of top eights. Now you have a trophy. Congratulations. How's it feel picking up Amulet in about a week's time and taking down the title?
It feels great. I had never thought I'd get a trophy with Amulet Titan in Modern after Summer Bloom got banned. Just thought the deck was good. It's positive matchups against most of the top decks in Modern. Just decided to run it off a little bit of testing right before, and it got paid off.
Right, that's one thing we saw this weekend, all weekend long, from all different decks, was that people saw what happened last weekend, and they weren't going to lose to Dredge, and all of these crazy big mana decks and these combo decks came out, multiple Amulets in the room. Obviously we see Amulet in the finals. Take us through that match. Obviously there's just infinite lines of play and things going on in that match. You know, starting with game one where he kept a 7, didn't play a spell basically. You know, game 3 was also intense. What was going through your mind in those last couple of steps? Because you had all the crazy good lands in your hand that last turn.
Yeah, I was stuck with Sunholm, Slayer Stronghold in hand, so I had to kind of backdoor my way into giving my Titans haste. So I had to do a lot of math because I have Vesuva, Boros, Garrison, just literally all the good lands right there in my hand. So I have to do enough math to realize that I can play Titan to get a Zusa, which gives me enough land drops to kind of finagle the Slayer Stronghold in and give my creatures +2/+0, and it also lets me go get a Pact backup and have enough mana to pay for Blue Pact, Green Pact, and hopefully that's, if I lose through that, then you know, he got me. Both teams played hard, and game 2 is insane because I feel like I have to set up like a lethal turn, and I think I have him with like the Pact of Negation. I have the Sunholm to play around Ghost. I get to play around Ghost Quarter through the Sunholm activation to give it double strike, and he just has like his Pact and his Dismember, and I just die on the spot. The game was crazy, and I knew on game 1 if he ever got any kind of mana in play, I was just dead. If he kept a no land with Lotus Bloom.
Yeah, obviously Austin has played the deck quite a bit as well. You guys were both talking and, you know, both playing really well, and he knew what was going on, you know what was going on, and that's why, you know, he didn't concede either, because there was so much going on that you had to figure out, and it was basically an execution test. You know, in the fighting game community, it's like, can you pull off what you can do when you need to do it? So obviously congratulations there. You know, how much work did you put into the deck? I know you played a couple of leagues or whatever, but you know, you had to be pretty prepared for this deck because it requires so many executions.
I played 3 leagues this week. I just started a new job, so I didn't get to test very much. I was really busy with work, and then I played this deck in Invitational last year after Shadow won because it had Grove of the Burnwells, and I thought it was a really good choice. Did well, didn't do well in Standard, and then I played it a lot when Summer Bloom was legal. So I had a lot of the mental stuff down, and I was kind of learning as I go. After round 9 of day 1, I was exhausted. The deck's great. It just takes a lot of reps. It's not as hard as it looks after you get used to it. It's just not like traditional Magic. So you have to not look at it like traditional Magic and just kind of realize that certain things lead to something else. And it's basically just routes that you're taking against certain matchups.
All right. Where do you see the format going now? Because this is really the quickest I've seen Modern evolve week to week in a long time. And, you know, I think there's a Grand Prix coming up in Modern, and people are, you know, they see Amulet doing well, after Dredge doing well. How do you see the format adjusting now?
I think the deck to play next week would be Storm. I think, and then also Humans. I would stay away from Dredge. You could easily play big mana, but I do think there's going to be an uptick in faster combo decks, because Amulet Titan's strength is that you're a slower combo deck than most combo decks, but you're resilient to hate. While most Storm and KCI players probably played through Stony Silence and Rest in Peace, Amulet, I just didn't have to do any of that. I got like sometimes you have to play through Dampening Sphere, that's very beatable. No one's blood mooning you in Modern right now.
There was almost no blood moons in the day today. There was one blue moon deck and then any others that were floating around.
Yeah, so you're basically sacrificing a turn of speed to get more resilience and have to fight through less hate. And I think fast combo decks like Storm, maybe Storm with Blood Moon would even be just an excellent choice. I wouldn't register Dredge. I think Humans is still a fun choice, and I think Amulet is a good choice if you put the hours in.
All right, wrap it up. Any final shout outs or anything you want to say?
Shout outs to my testing team, they helped a lot. Shout out to Edgar Magalhaze because he basically gave me the deck list and told me how to play it last night. Thanks a lot. I have messaged him outside. I was like, how do I sideboard in the Amulet Mirror? I haven't played this in 4 years. He just shipped it to me. I said, all right, thank you. And shout out, thanks for all the support. I got a lot of positivity in this top 8. I really appreciate it from everybody.
All right, well, congrats again.
Thank you.
I'm going to send it back over to Matthias Orion to close us out here in Charlotte.